Hey, I just came off the stage talking about how to build a profitable podcast. And I wanted to pop in here and share the three summary points with you because I felt like you should start where you are. And these would be super helpful for you if this is part of your strategy for 2024. So the first is you need to audit your marketing journey and your customer journey. And what I mean by that is really look at how is your podcast integrated into your other marketing strategies. Are you marketing webinars but not utilizing the podcast? Are you sending out newsletters but not featuring the podcast? Are you doing a big lead gen campaign with a lot of DMs and not using the podcast links of episodes to help with your promotion of your podcast by sending them out as resource tools for potential leads and your customer journey? So, in addition to that, top of funnel, of course, is putting your podcast out there in social media, but are you also using it in the middle of your funnel when you're doing the lead generation as a way to communicate with people in between a consult call and a follow up? Or are you utilizing it once they are already in your funnel and they're your clients? Are you providing content pieces for customers' resources or using it in your newsletters as a way to communicate with your active client base or internally with your employees in terms of keeping them up to date on all of the things that are going on in your business? There's just so many ways that you can leverage your podcast content once it's created in all of these different areas. And then the second area is really take a look at the messaging on your podcast. When you are releasing an episode, are you just putting out there like, new episode just dropped, check it out? Or are you creating messaging that's very specific to what's in it for your listener or your viewer to consume your content? So let's say, for example, you have a podcast that's focused on earning more and working less. Yes, you could put new episode. Do you want to work less and earn more? Check it out. Okay, that's okay, and that's moderately satisfactory. But what if you had a post that said, "Join our guest Susan Smith, who went from chaos to calendar streamline with this easy exercise, and it saved her 15 hours and increased her revenue by 15%." I mean, I don't know about you, but if I thought that I could listen to a podcast episode and it could take my calendar from chaos to calm and I could save 15 hours and earn 15% more, like, I'm going to click on that episode. And bonus tip here, make sure it's a one click experience. When you tell someone and hook them and they find value in wanting to listen to your podcast, please make it easy for them to listen to your podcast. And then the third thing is hone in on a marketing and monetization strategy that works for you. And we get a lot of questions in our Growth Accelerator program all about sponsorships and monetization and how to make a podcast profitable. And the first step in that is really identifying the ways that you could use your podcast to market your own products and services first, to do live reads and bring in clients and testimonials so people get a feel of how to work with you. So your oceanfront property becomes a way for you to market your own shows and then work from the inside out, and then tap into your network of talk to your vendors, people that you have longstanding working relationships with, and see if they want to be involved in your podcast from a sponsorship perspective. And then think through, what are all of the areas surrounding your podcast: blogs, websites, social media, LinkedIn, newsletters, all of those things that your sponsor could benefit from in aligning with you and your podcast. So those are the three ways to get started. Audit your customer journey and your marketing journey. Make sure your messaging is really strong to hook those new listeners coming into your podcast journey. And then three, design a monetization strategy that works for you and gets you the results that you need. And one thing I will say, and the most important thing to take away, is just start where you are and take one step forward at a time.